Hey everyone, this is Corinne Lafont, your favorite radio host, your only radio host, and favorite girl, of course, broadcasting to you from the lovely island of Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean on Between the Lines. And you know how we do it here on Between the Lines with gratitude, or some people say thankfulness. I do both, an extra dose, why not? So thankful to be here. It's a beautiful day. It started to rain a lot this morning. It was raining from since yesterday. I love the rain. Keeps the place cool and nice, and the raindrops is very meditative. But it's the sun is trying to peep out. There's a little battle between the sun and the rain, but I'm loving it. I need to step out there in a little while, so I'm kind of watching what's going on with the weather, and I'll take my chances in a little while. And I have with me Jackie Bertolette. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Jackie. Jackie. Jackie's reminding me of Jackie O. Doesn't she
Yes,
have a
you
look?
did.
Yes, thank you. Doesn't she ever look like Jackie? Oh, look at her. My goodness. So regal. So regal.
Oh,
And I'm not
oh my
lying. It's
gosh,
true.
Sina, thank you. I like this gift.
Yes, and I don't lie on my show. I'm telling you,
Thank you.
I only talk the truth and I talk what I see. So I'm telling you what I see. Okay? I'm telling you what I see. So we're talking about the beauty
Thank
within,
you.
and she actually represents
Thank
the
you.
title of the show, The Beauty Within. Let me tell you a bit about Jackie, and we go straight into it. And she sent me a very short, is it what, 2 sentence bio, which is good. I love her already. So Jackie Bertolette is a fashion mogul leading the way to inclusivity in the industry. She's a model manager, designer, editor. I don't know how to pronounce this, but I could never pronounce it. Help me, Jackie. Haute.
Haute, like haute couture,
Haute
Haute,
couture.
Ohio.
Yes, you see, I'm not in the industry, so I don't need to know, but I'm learning just like everyone else. Haute couture. Okay, hauteohio.com. That's her website and photographer. So let me read that again. So Jackie is a fashion mogul leading the way to inclusivity in the industry. She's a model manager, designer, editor at ohio.com, and photographer. Welcome, Jackie, to Between the Lines.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes, it's good to have you. I'm seeing the same word following me. It's behind you on the wall. Oh, I'm seeing you behind you.
Oh, oh, yes, yes. That's one of our pandemic issues, actually, which is over here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I have the
yeah, we shot that during our lockdown.
yeah, that doesn't look like a shot during lockdown at all. It looks fabulous. That looks fabulous. The word is following me,
Thank
people.
you.
Ohio.
Thank
I always say auto couture, but Lord help me. I'm learning, okay? Give me a chance. I'm learning. But Jackie, you're on this show and we could talk all the wonderful things. You know, you got into fashion, you're an editor, you have your own business, you're beautiful. But you know, when we see things like this, when we see things like this, we know it didn't start off and end like this. There's always a story, right, Jackie? There is always a story. And to be as
right.
beautiful, right, and as to be as beautiful and
Absolutely.
glamorous and to be in a glamorous industry, we know it didn't come easy. I want you to share your story. Tell us how you got here, because I know there's some stories there. Share them, because you see, it's the end of the year, coming to the end of the year, and a lot of people are looking for hope, especially in this time of crisis. People are looking to hold on to any little thing that they can have. And when
Mhm.
persons listen to my show, I want them to get not even a rope or a cable, a thread of hope. A thread, that's all they need. A thread of hope. And that thread will keep them
Mhm.
holding on
Mhm.
for as
Mhm.
long as possible and knowing that it is possible. It's not impossible, it is possible. So share your story and we will go right into more at ohio.com.
Mhm. Yes. So I actually started out right out of high school as a model to pay for college. My initial trajectory was quite different. I was planning to be a doctor of psychology. But when I got to school, it wasn't at all it just wasn't me. And so I dropped out and kind of squandered around for a while, didn't know what I was going to do, and heard about photography as a career, which I'd never, like, that was not an option, like you couldn't be an artist and, have a career. So I kind of was taken back by it. And then I thought, you know what? I kind of like that idea. I've been in front of the camera quite a few years, I kind of like that. So next thing you know, I'm in photography school. So I graduate with a degree in applied science and commercial photography. And I begin my career in the music industry, doing live performance promotions and things of that nature. And because I'm so tall and thin, I have been making my own clothes for quite some time, since I was an early teen. And the people, the frontmen for the bands were getting very interested in my clothes. And so while I never planned on being a fashion designer, I ended up being a fashion designer quite by accident. And really, really sparked my passion for fashion, which I kind of had all along, but I was afraid to show because people in my region didn't, you just didn't step out of the box. So it was exciting for me. And I decided that my goal was to work for a magazine as a creative director. Of course, Vogue was in my sights. So that was about 30 years ago. Vogue never materialized for me because I was too afraid to go on my own to New York. And as things went on, I went into regular day job. I was an artist in graphic design. And then my third child was born. And when he was born, he was very ill and very ill. And I had to resign from my position to stay home with him. And it took a few years for him to, get through the medical traumas and to be stabilized. And once he was, I was go back to work. But school did not work out really well for him, regular public school. So I ended up homeschooling him. Sitting around doing nothing after homeschool was a little too much for me. I'm kind of a workier bee. So my husband says to me, well, you're an amazing photographer and you've always wanted to, work for a magazine. Why don't you start that magazine? And I was kind of like, you're crazy. I could never do that. So then I started to think about that. And I was like, well, wait a minute. I do have background graphic design and, of course, photography and creative writing. And I've been a model. I'm a commercial photographer. I know how to, do all of this except hair and makeup. So I was like, well, maybe it's not such a far-fetched idea. And so 5 years later, here I am. My goal is to give opportunity that I did not have coming out of college in the Midwest, where you do not have to move to one of the major markets to be in fashion or at least launch in fashion. And so now I'm providing those opportunities for others to, kind of dabble in the industry before they really jump full-hearted into it. So it's really a blessing for me to be able to provide those dreams for others. So that's how I got started.
Jackie, can I tell you a secret? But of course,
Yes.
when we post this and it
Yes.
goes viral, it wouldn't be a secret. But just between us for now, can I tell you a secret? I have always
Okay.
wanted.
Yes.
To model. I believe I have the body for modeling. I wanted to go in to do media ads, like TV ads. I sent in my pictures. Everybody ignored me. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't get a response. And of course, I'm
Mm-hmm.
now doing, one of my dreams too is also to be a voiceover for like a movie. When you watch like Lion King and those kind of shows, Shark Tank and those things. I wanted to do voiceovers, but I've started voiceovers. At least one of the dreams have come true, but not in a movie yet. And I do voiceovers like for companies and ads and things like that. So my voice is what they like, clearly, probably more than my face and my body. I don't know, but that's okay. And I'm enjoying doing the voiceovers. I'm enjoying doing the voiceovers, and I know it could eventually lead to doing voiceover for books and a lot of other opportunities, because I have people always tell me about my voice. But I saw your magazine and I saw the work you're doing, and you're opening it up. And this is why I titled the episode "The Beauty Within," because beauty is within. It's not without, meaning on the
Mhm.
outside. And I've noticed that you're
Mhm.
giving opportunities to persons, just like you said a while ago, to live their dream. You lived it, you've had it,
Mhm.
and things came in the way in your life that altered the direction in which you had to go, whether you wanted it to happen, yes or no. But if you notice and you sit back and really meditate, you will realize that everything worked for your greater good to allow you the flexibility and the time to spend time with your son, to
Yes.
be there with your family, and still be creative and do the things that you were trained to do in your business. So whether things came in and you saw it as an
Mhm.
obstacle or crazy idea of your husband, it actually worked out. So I am going to put to you as a request. Yes, I am going to put to you as a request to help me to get into one of your magazines. I don't know how
Yes.
we're going to do that, but I am no longer as well
I,
sexy as I was. I mean, I think I'm sexier now because I think as you mature, you get sexier.
me
You know,
neither. I mean, that was 30 years ago.
I think as you get older,
But we don't. That's a focus.
yes, yes, right.
Mhm.
I may not have all the things in the perfect places,
Mhm.
but it
Yes.
is perfectly placed. And I would love for us to work on a project for me to be in your magazine. I I would
Yes.
love that. If you can help me make that dream come true,
Absolutely.
that would be awesome.
Yes, I can. I absolutely can. And that is one of the focuses and one of the missions of the magazine and every endeavor that sprung out from the magazine, which I think we'll talk about in a few minutes,
Mhm,
um, is 100% inclusivity.
mhm,
Long before my son became special needs, I was already 100% inclusive in my life. You know, I never what I was always the one saying, "Why are you talking about them?" or "Why are you making fun of them?" or calling them names. You know, so
mhm.
I was kind of the outsider back then, but now I'm leading the charge to kind of broaden the fashion industry, at least in the Midwest, and get it started. You know, so for me, I actually seek out diversity. I look for people who are different than your quintessential model. I do work with quintessential models as well, obviously, but I look for people who can bring out, who I can bring the beauty out from the inside. Because everybody has a passion and a shine. Everybody can model. That's the easy part. It's the bringing out the beauty inside and believing in the beauty inside.
Yeah,
That's the hard part. So that's kind of what I try to focus on is, you know, along with our regular issue, we always do a special issue, this one,
mhm.
that is focused specifically on a non-traditional model segment. So we've done plus size and petite, we've done tattooed, we've done men's, we've done mature. So it, you know, the whole gamut is what I look for to promote beauty within humans.
Yeah. You really need to come in the Caribbean. If you really want to see diversity, you have to come to the Caribbean. I'm telling you, you will get diversity from all walks, all
Mhm.
colors, all shapes, sizes, ethnicity. You wouldn't want to go back to where you live. I'm telling you, you're going to see so much beauty. It is no joke. So much beauty.
I'm sure that's true. I'm sure.
You're going to see
I
so
would
much.
love to come to the Caribbean. And
Yes,
I can do a shoot with you, and I
that's
can put
right.
you on the cover of my magazine.
Yes.
See how awesome that
Speak it, Jackie. Speak it.
is?
It's
As
going
soon
to
as we can
happen.
travel again.
That's right. That's right. That's right. As soon as we can travel again,
Yes.
we could find a way. We can find a way virtually to make it happen.
Yes.
I don't know to start the ball rolling, but it sounds good, and
Yes, we
I'm
can.
pretty excited. I'm pretty excited about that. Oh my word! But the
Yeah.
beauty within, it's amazing. You know, I'm listening to you talking, Jackie, and when you talk about inclusivity and bringing out that beauty within, a lot of us, and I'm sure you went through this because you mentioned you're thin and tall. I don't know how tall you are, and you will share that with us in a while. But we all have our own insecurities. I have mine.
I'm pretty tall.
You're pretty tall. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that because I am all of 5'5". Okay, I am very tall.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
I am 5'5". I am very
Okay.
tall. You're right.
Uh-huh.
So people tell me, Corinne,
Mhm.
how tall are you? And I'm like, I'm all of 5'5". I am very tall. They're like, please, that's short. I'm like, excuse you, excuse you. I am 5'5". I'm very tall. So how tall are you, Jackie? Are you at my height? How tall are you?
I am 6 foot tall.
You're 6 foot. So we're right in the same bracket.
Yeah, imagine growing up like that.
No, I don't have to imagine.
6 foot tall, and yeah.
I don't have to imagine. I have a son who is 6 foot, six foot
Mm,
two, 6'2", and my youngest son, right? Because I have two sons, my youngest will be taller than him. In my family, just to share a bit with you, the men
yeah.
is a strain in the men. The men are extremely tall, even up to 7 feet. I'm telling you, it happens in the men. The women tend to be average,
Oh,
probably
okay.
from 5'5", like mine, and 6. But we tend to be very tall. So I'm used to that. So if I met with you physically, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be
Hmm.
like, this is normal. But we have insecurities.
Hmm.
We have insecurities, Jackie. And when somebody like you photographs us,
Hmm.
it is very revealing for us because we hide. Have you ever come across models or people that you're trying to bring out the beauty within and they're hiding? And for what reasons are they hiding?
Hmm. That absolutely. In fact, it happens all the time, and I love to be able to provide the opportunities for them. Just right off the top of my head, one of the models that is now assigned, she wasn't at the time, to my management firm. And she was 5 years old, I believe, when I met her. And her mother had signed her up for this pageant at a local mall, and she was just a mess. Um, when she came to the runway practices, which I was leading, I, she would not let go of my leg. I mean, she did not want to be in the same room, let alone have to walk a runway by herself. And I wasn't sure this little girl was going to make it, but after pulling out, really encouraging her and encouraging everybody in the room to encourage her, and really having a place of safe inclusivity, she finally started coming out of her shell. And within 6 weeks, she was walking a runway in a mall by herself. Now she can't get on the runway enough. She's telling me all the time, can I get a picture of you? Can I get on the runway? So this pandemic is killing her because she can't stand to not be on having photo shoots. So, and we miss her dearly not being able to shoot her. But yeah, so that's one example. And then there's another example. She also is now assigned with me. But when I met her, she was not. Also a local coaching situation where I was teaching runway. And she is a challenged model. She has Down syndrome, and she is a cancer survivor. And I have to tell you, this young lady has more personality and joy in her soul than I don't know anybody that does even close to her. And somebody who is challenged to radiate like that is it just really uplifts your soul, because like for me, I'm technically the quintessential model. I'm 6 foot tall and I'm on the very slim side, but I have insecurities about being so tall and being so skinny. And, but this young lady, she's petite, she's challenged, she doesn't care. She's out there and she's like, here I am. And in fact, she's leaving to walk in Dubai next week. So she went from walking in
no,
yeah,
no.
she's incredible.
I need to
Yes,
go with her. I
she's
need to go with her.
walked for me in New York because she's amazing. And I mean, she's walked for me in New York. She's walked in Paris and Milan, and she's going to be walking in Dubai next week. I mean, she's a young lady. She's in her early 20s, and she just illuminates the room. And that is the kind of beauty that we look for. She is so. She just makes everybody happy, and that's from the inside.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a beautiful young lady too, but I mean, that is what the inside is all about.
Yeah.
She loves every minute of life, knowing that she, has been through challenges, and And she just, she's so funny. She is
Yeah.
so funny. You
Yeah.
got to meet her. She's a doll.
I will. She's going to
Love
buy. She has to take me with her. She has to. So,
it.
yeah.
That's what I told her. I'm like, I'm your manager. I'm supposed to be. But yeah,
But yeah, you know, it tends to
crazy.
reveal. It tends to
But
reveal
yeah,
when
it happens
somebody.
all the time.
Yeah, it tends to reveal a lot of our insecurities. We tend to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't like to be photographed. I don't. I have my own insecurities about it. I would go to
Mm-hmm.
a professional photo studio where they have proper lighting
Yes.
because I have darker skin. I have a bit of acne. I have two-tone skin.
Mm-hmm.
As a result of my two pregnancies, I developed cloasma, something I had
Mm-hmm.
no control over. You know, so I am not, you know, people don't notice that until sometimes I
Mm-hmm.
point it out. Sometimes I've been friends with people and they never notice. So I am looking at things within myself because I see it in the mirror. I walk around, I'm self conscious, but other people are not seeing that. Why are they not seeing that? Because they
Mm-hmm.
only see me, the Corinne, the real me inside. They're not paying attention to none of those things. And this is why I encourage people, and I've realized over the years, stop
Exactly.
focusing so much on you because people are really not paying attention to the things you think they're paying attention to. And they may actually envy you.
That's true. Yes, they're too busy in their own lives to worry about your shortcomings.
That's right.
But
That's right.
you
They're
know,
too
I think those
busy.
shortcomings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. So when you think, oh my God, they're noticing
but
the
I think
bump.
shortcomings.
Yeah, you might be thinking, oh my God, they're noticing the bump. Oh, my eyes are too close together. Oh my God, my eyebrow wasn't done too well. They would notice that one is different than the other. Or nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Yeah. No. Mm-mm. No, it's funny actually. It's funny how people have insecurity because it really is that, you know, when you put it that way, it seems ridiculous. And it really is ridiculous to be insecure about something that God has given you. And, but I mean, I have them too, you know, and
Yeah.
like when I see a plus size model wearing, because I only have family friendly content, even on my runways for Ohio Fashion Week. But I do allow some designers to push the envelope a little. And I have seen plus size designers put out some slinky things on that runway, and these women are strutting their stuff. And I'm thinking, I would not be caught dead in that because I would be so self conscious.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yet, you know, they are like, look at how beautiful I am. I'm like, gosh, I wish I had some of that. Just so
No, and
yeah, it's
believe
the
it.
beauty.
Yeah,
It
but
really is.
look at it, Jackie. You are talking,
Mm-hmm.
you are thin and tall, as you say. And you are watching a plus size person. And that plus size person has
Mm-hmm.
insecurities about their size and watching you and say, I want to be slim like you. And there is another person with longer hair, somebody with blue eyes, somebody who have a smaller waist or more breast or big butt, or somebody with a great tan. Oh my word. I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
could call it out as many, but there is no perfect one person to say this is who you want to be. Why can't you just be yourself? Accept who you are because there's only one of you. One of you.
Yes, absolutely. And my you know my goal is to help you feel beautiful in your skin. You know, if you even want to dabble in it, you know, if in fact I had on Ohio Fashion Week's runway, not this past year, not this year because we canceled it this year, but
Mhm.
last year on 2019, I had a young lady, and we have people in from all over the world for our fashion shows. And, well, I don't know young, but I'm going to call her young. She was in probably her mid 60s, and she was beautiful. And she come off the runway, and she was in tears. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, did you fall?" Or you know, because I was backstage and I saw
Mhm.
her, and she said, "No." She said, "No, that was a bucket list dream of mine all my life,
Yes.
and I have stopped taking chemotherapy."
Wow.
And I started. I was like, oh my God, I could provide that moment for her, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
She it's such a beautiful thing. I know a lot of people think fashion is very superficial,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's a reflection of what's inside of you. And, if you choose to wear sweats all day long, well, you can look fabulous in them, or you can look, like you didn't get out of bed today.
That's right.
So it comes from inside.
Yeah. But you said something, feel beautiful in your skin.
Mhm.
That's a beautiful title for a book. So should you be considering doing a book, I think you will definitely be able to do that. Feel beautiful in your skin as a book title, and feature all the different diverse persons that are beautiful in their skin. So I just give you an idea that will help us out when you feature me in your magazine and in your book.
Actually, I'm contemplating. I've never written a book, but yeah, I don't know. I might, if it's something that I feel like that would help someone out there, if all my efforts help one person to feel beautiful, just even for a day, then, if I feel like it would help someone, then I might do it. I do have a book sort of started from when my son was sick in the hospital, and like the real agony that was involved in that. And now I look back at it, it was almost like a diary, but it was in story form of what was really happening around us.
Yeah.
And I look back at it and I think that's not real. I mean, they weren't really that insanely dire, and I'm like, but they were, like, he literally almost died, and it's that kind of thing that really takes people out of their norm. And if you can escape your insecurities like that for 5 minutes and be beautiful, then I don't know, I might write a book, I don't know.
You should.
So, I got plenty of other things.
Remember, let's go back a little bit. Just go back a little bit. When your husband told you to start the magazine, you told him he was crazy. Don't you have the magazine now?
Yeah.
So I'm telling you,
yes,
write a book.
That's true. Yes,
I'm telling you, write
and
that
the same
book.
with Fashion Week.
That's right.
Yeah, everybody's telling me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, write a book.
Okay.
And I give it a title.
Yes.
I give it a title. And I'm also a publisher. Okay. I'm also a publisher and a book coach. So if you need to reach out to me, you reach out. Yes.
Absolutely. I would love that. It would be exciting to try that. That's something that
feel beautiful.
It hasn't been like a secret passion or anything, but I do love to write.
Yeah, feel beautiful in your
It'd be awesome to help people. I'm definitely gonna take you up on that one.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I look forward to it. I'm calling it out. Remind me of your website again, Jackie. Tell me your website.
Calling it out. It is Haute Ohio. That's HAUTOHIO.com. And while we do focus on the Midwest and the United States, we have, we are global. We, in fact, just shot some designers from Madagascar for our winter issue. We've done Nigerian designers and we've done South African designers. So we really are global. So it's really an amazing thing to be part of. And everything you would need would be at hauteohio.com, and that would include or how to be part of the magazine, how to contribute, everything from advertising to supporting and sponsoring Ohio Fashion Week. So yes, and of course all the links to our social media.
Yes, I'm seeing it here. There's a lot of content.
Yes, we just released our calendars.
Yes. Tell me where to go.
We just released our fashion calendars. You can click on the 2021 fashion calendars and it'll take you to the links. It's really cool. That was shot. Those are all not models, focused and had a great time becoming calendar models. So we had so much fun shooting that. Even through the pandemic, of course, we were very socially distant, but still managed. Yeah, it's really cool.
I'm trying to see where to click on that. Where do I find the calendar, Jackie? I'm not seeing it.
If you go down just the picture with a young girl with a hat on, do you see her?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes. If you click on that, it'll take you to yes. So that is the young girls calendar and women 18. And we also did one that focuses on men and boys. We have a couple of young men in that one. And then we have the women's calendar. And most of the people that are featured in there are not models. A few are, but most of them just kind of had a dream. Hey, you know, I want to be a calendar model. So let me give this a shot. And that's the beauty of what we do. You don't have to be experienced. You don't, in fact, you know, it could just be something you thought, well, I want to try.
Oh, Lord. Jackie, I'm not hearing you. Jackie, I'm not hearing you. Hold on. Jackie, are you hearing me? I'm not hearing you. Unmute. Unmute yourself.
There we go. There
yes.
we go. Did you get it? No?
No, I missed that last point. Please repeat that.
Sorry. I was just saying that it's, you know, that's the beauty of what we do, because we provide opportunities for people who just kind of had a thought of maybe I'd like to try that, all the way up to, you know, people who are highly experienced. And it's just really fun to see people, you know, their dreams come true, and to be able to provide that is like the most exciting thing. So I'm so blessed to be able to do this and still be at home with my son.
Oh, yes. Everything is divinely ordered, Jackie. Everything is divinely ordered. You don't have to do anything. Just follow the little breadcrumbs or the yellow brick road, and you will end up there. Follow the yellow brick road. Okay? That's all we need to do in life. Because you thought you were supposed to go and study and become a psychologist or psychiatrist or something crazy like that, and it didn't go that way, and life had it that your son got sick and led you to being homeschooling and taking care of him, and you have a supportive husband who loves you and adores you. What else do you need? What else do you need, Jackie? What else do you need?
Just so not, I mean, you know, that's the ultimate, you know, success for me. Everybody's the idea of success is different, obviously, but for me, it's, you know, to be able to do what I love and I'm really good at, and to be able to use that God-given talent to, you know, promote others and help others on the path, and in a safe path. Let me add that too. You know, the industry can be very, you know, seedy and, you know, dark. So to be able to help people who are interested in this as a career and get them started on a safer path and understand, you know, what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do, if there's a red flag, how they handle that, and to introduce them to people who I feel that I would be safe letting my daughter go and work for. Because my daughter and my youngest son, who was sick, are both models for me now. And I feel like if I would give someone a name or a producer's name or a lead name, I'd never share anything that I don't feel comfortable sending my own models to. And that's a huge thing too, to be able to provide a safer path to enter the industry.
Yeah. One question that came to me, and as we are rounding up the show, do you help? I mean, you are looking at models for your management firm, but if persons are looking for somebody to coach them in the modeling industry, probably not to be assigned to your firm, but they are probably assigned with somebody else. I don't know. Do you help those persons?
I do offer like one-on-one coaching just for runways or protocols. A lot of times minor parents, models who are minors, their parents will seek me out to find out how to handle contracts and things of that nature. And those are all individual things that I'm happy to provide for a small fee. We can do a Zoom interview at this point and teach you how to handle a contract. But mainly those type of things are reserved for the models that are signed with me. In general, if you're not signed with me, then the ones that are signed with me are very, I really believe in their soul. and they're not necessarily on their way to, you know, a career in fashion, because they're not all the quintessential model. But I'm truthful with them and honest with them, and, you know, and they want to learn. And so they sign with me to learn. But if you're not signed with me, then there's a bit of a limitation on what I will share with you, because obviously that's a perk of being with Discovered Model Scouting and Management. But I absolutely am available for individual counseling on how to handle or navigate the industry.
So how do you, one other question came to me, I know we're wrapping up. How does somebody sign with you? So let's say I wanted to sign with you, me, because it's my dream to be on that magazine and to go to Milan and Dubai like everybody else, and travel the world and walk the catwalk and the runways and all of that. How do I get started with you?
Yeah. So the first step would be to contact me through discoveredmodel.com. And we would begin to talk about, I would have you send me pictures and measurements, and then we would have like a Zoom interview. And I'm really interested in what's inside and what your goals are, and is it something that I can help you down the path with? And then we go from there. I am a manager as opposed to an agent, where I really just develop them all and get them started on their career paths. An agent actually gets the gigs for them, but all models, and in fact actors and anybody in the industry have managers and agents. So you know, we handle the behind the scenes stuff a lot of times, and so that's how you would get started. Just email me and let me know who you are and, you know, what your goals are, and we'll go from there.
Well, hear what? I am going to reach out to you for sure, because this is on my bucket list. Okay? You know it. You know it. This is on my bucket list. I don't care.
Good.
And let me tell all the persons who are older than me, I'm just 25. I mean, right? That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm going with. I'm 20. Okay? And you cannot tell me that is a lie. I am telling you, I am 25.
Yeah.
I have been 25 for the past how many years, and I'm sticking with that. So
believe it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the story we're sticking with on this show. So you will talk to me in 2022, 2023, and I'll still be, how old, Jackie?
I'll be 25.
25.
25.
25. That's right. That's right. You see, Jackie gets it. So you all get it. Right. And hear what? So this is open not only to me.
I do.
Not only to me, I want all the people who are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. If you make 100, if you pass 100, reach out to Jackie. She's going to bring out all that wisdom.
I love models.
You see, I'm telling you, if you're 100 plus, okay, you're still young, you're still alive, and you're still breathing. There is beauty, wisdom, history, experience, joy and bliss in that skin of yours, in those bones, in those eyes. You know, you cannot lie with the eyes, people. The eyes tell it all. So Jackie has to capture all of that. Now, I'm not going to join you in that magazine because I'm 25. So she will have a magazine separate for people like me and people like you. So I'm just saying.
That's a different non-traditional model.
That's right. So don't think that I'm going to join you in your magazine. No, I am in a different category, in the 25-year-olds. You are in the 25 and over. Okay, I'm just saying. Right. So I want to thank Jackie. I want to thank Jackie and her husband and her children, because when they do meet me, they will be like, oh my word. Okay. I want to thank you, Jackie, for being on my show. For being on my show and spreading joy.
Oh, it's been my pleasure.
Yes. Spreading joy and letting people know. Stop watching everybody else and look at yourself in the mirror, straight in the eye, and say, you are beautiful. You are sexy. You are gorgeous, right? You're intelligent. There is nobody else like you.
You're talented.
Yes.
You are intelligent.
Yes.
Right.
Right? For me, and you could
You're
borrow this.
beautiful.
Yes.
Just exactly in the way you are.
Right? You can borrow this from me. This is what I say. I am the sexiest thing walking on this planet. I am the sexiest thing walking on this planet. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? Nothing else is sexier than me. Nothing or no one.
Yes.
That's right. That's
Your
right.
25-year-old self.
That's right. Speak it, Jackie. Speak it. Speak it. That's right. That's right. Speak it. Okay, speak it. Don't all the people who are listening, don't be haters now. Don't be haters.
Mhm.
You could be 25 too. You could borrow the age. Nothing wrong with that. Borrow the age.
That's
Okay?
funny.
Don't
You
be
too,
afraid.
Kathy.
I am willing to lend you the age. I'm loving. I'm lending you the age. Borrow the age. Take it and use it for as long as you want. Take the line. I am the sexiest thing walking on this planet. And you walk proud, strut yourself like a peacock and say it every day. Every day. Okay? That is my tip for you.
Yep.
Jackie, do you agree with that tip?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Mhm. Absolutely. It's the most important thing in your entire life is to love yourself and to find beauty in yourself. And I mean, nothing else will ever come through to make you happy if you don't love yourself. I mean, that's you absolutely have to find something about yourself that brings you joy and that you're grateful for.
That's right. Thank you so much, Jackie. This was a blast. Thank you so much for being on Between the Lines. All the best to you.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to photographing you.
Oh, yay. Oh, yay. Don't get me started, Jackie. Oh, yay.